Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 8 in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, the Deadly Device. Now that it's morning, let's go ahead and talk to our day crew people. See if we can get any new information out of them, especially now that we've been in the lab. I feel like there's more that we can talk about. Mwahaha. Alright. Oh, I just love how it looks during the day with the sun shining through that glass roof. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Mason, sup?
Hey.
You look a little upset.
Someone moved my things. Someone will pay.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing that.
I better get going.
See you later. Because
it's hilarious. And the fact that you're so mad about it makes me just want to do it more. So, aha. Gonna do it. Oh. Oh my. Problem? And then she's like still working just normally.
What's happening? Are you okay?
I'll never be okay again!
What is that thing?
An abomination of technology. It's some creepy robotic cat that someone, I suspect Mason, is tormenting me by leaving all of its awful parts everywhere.
I've seen one of those before. If I find all of the pieces, I bet I could put it together.
As long as you promise to throw it into a fiery volcano once it's completed. That thing is the undisputed mayor of Nightmare Town.
Ooh, we can ask her a lot. Let's see.
Victor mentioned you were arrested the night Nico died.
Yes, I was.
What happened?
It's not a night I like remembering.
I'm sorry it's unpleasant, but can you tell me what happened?
They dropped me in a room and asked me 100 times if I killed Nico.
That must have been hard.
The questions kept coming faster and faster until I had a hard time remembering what was even true anymore. Then it was over. The older one drove me home, told me they'd be back the second they could prove it was me. Made it hard to sleep at night.
What evidence did they have?
They wouldn't say. It was like they were waiting for me to tell them why they thought I was guilty.
I'm kind of wondering the same thing myself. I don't think you're telling me the full story.
What do you want?
Something. Do you have anything that can prove that you didn't kill him on purpose?
No.
That was a fun conversation, Nancy.
Yes?
Do you know how I can play a media card?
Yeah, Nico's personal player. I meant to fix it earlier. Get me some Cocomellos from Nico's office, and I'll have it working for you.
From the candy machine? How exactly does that thing work?
Here, this should do the trick.
Thanks. What happened on the night of the murder?
Can you not say it like that, please?
I'm sorry, I don't know if there is a better way to ask about something like this, but I do really need to know.
I know, you're right. He talked to me. More than once.
I'm not sure I understand.
He didn't talk to most people. I think he liked me. Or at least trusted me.
You still haven't told me about what happened that night.
We lost one of science's brightest minds for a stupid reason I don't understand. That's all I can say.
Can you tell me about what happened with the equipment you built for Nico?
It worked exactly as it was supposed to.
Tesla coils are not supposed to be wired like the one you built for Nico. It's extremely dangerous.
You don't have to tell me that. I know. I knew. He told me that's what he wanted.
I don't understand why he would want you to build something so deadly.
I didn't either. He said he was going to do it with or without me. I just figured that if I did what he wanted perfectly, it'd be better than if he got help from somebody else.
In the end, your machine is what killed him.
No. Yes, but...
But what?
I didn't. I would never hurt anyone. Especially not Nico.
Why? What made him special?
Because he was brilliant. He could look at a blueprint and know the finished product's personality. And he had no one in the world looking after him.
I need to rebuild the missing part from the large Tesla coil. Can you help me out?
I think I've got the plans here. Yep. Here you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Working here, I forgot that phrase existed.
Do you know how I can get the little Tesla coil in the lab to work?
The circuit board is shot. You seem like you know what's up. I bet you could make a new one yourself. You'll find everything you need in the photo lab.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, can we not take the cat head? I guess we have to wait until she's gone or something before we can take the cat head. Are there any cat parts over here? I think this is where we fix the cat. Okay. So we'll keep our eye out for any cat parts. I remember seeing a few of them. I know Mason has one. I seriously doubt we'll get him to, like, move right now.
Yes.
Have you been tormenting Ryan with a robot cat?
I'd never do something that hilarious and definitely deserved. Never. Not ever.
Don't you think you should maybe stop? She seems to hate it.
No, I will not stop. I asked her nicely to build it for me. I even offered to pay her for her time. She's the one who hid it, so I don't even feel a little bad.
Who was here the night of the murder?
Not me, so, no follow-ups.
Where were you?
Out on a date?
Did the police follow up with her?
Yes, proving that she does, in fact, pick up her phone on occasion.
So I take it the date didn't go well?
I have so little patience for the dating scene. I prefer to get right to the important compatibility questions. Kids, when, how many, gender preference, favorite foods and vacation spots. Some women find this to be a bit much.
Some?
So far all. But I only need one perfect or near-perfect match to validate the entire system.
Ryan said that Nico would talk to her. Does that seem true to you?
No. The two of them hanging out? Can't picture it.
Bye.
See you later.
All right.
What are you doing?
I want to go in there, Mason. Stop paying so much attention. Jeez, you're not supposed to be doing your job so well. Okay, let's go downstairs. We can't really get into Gray's office right now. We could go into the lab and see if there are any cat parts in there. We know for sure there's one in the lounge. On the table over yonder. There is a cat leg. I don't think there are any more. Oh no, this is the cat tail. Nice, okay. Cat tail. Cat tails. Anything else? I don't think so. I don't think there's any more. Okay. I don't suppose there's any in Nico's office. That would be kind of weird, but we can fix this candy machine. So this is the... I totally used to have one of these when I was a kid. It's a memory game. So you hit the button.
It looks like a memory lock.
And then you have to do the sequence that they buzzed for you. So, pink. Pink, blue. Pink, blue. Pink, blue, green. Pink, blue, green, green. Pink, blue, green, green, blue. Pink, blue, green, green, blue, pink. Pink, blue, green, green, blue, pink, green. Ooh, that was hard. Okay, she wanted cocoa mallows. Milk chocolate covered marshmallows. That's totally what I would get.
Great. Just what Ryan wanted.
Yum. Or would I get the coffee candy? Is that dark chocolate cocoa Kringle? I would also get that. Okay, we'll have to come back in here and get Nancy some candy too, because yum! That's totally optional. You can, if you want a trophy at the end, you can get a bunch of candy for Nancy. She'll love it. It'll get you a trophy. The more the merrier. Plus, then you can live vicariously through Nancy and think about eating delicious chocolate. Oh, now I just really want chocolate. Okay, we got your Cocomalos.
Hi!
That was very cheerful.
Here's the candy bar you wanted.
Great. I'll start fixing it right now.
Oh, cool, we got her to leave. Cathead. Thank you. What else can we take? Nothing? Seriously? She doesn't have any other, like, sneaky things hiding around? Not a very good criminal, are you? I wanted to steal from you. That's too bad. Okay, so she's gonna go fix that for us, which hopefully means that we can just head right downstairs and she'll have fixed it really quickly. And then we can use it. Huzzah! Cool. I think she did it. Yeah, it works. Okay. Nico Diary 1.
It's Wednesday. I've clocked 49 hours of work this week. I found another note from Ryan on my door this morning. This time a threat. She continues to surprise. She's smarter than she looks. And then later she confronted me by the couch in the lounge and handed me another of her threats. I didn't bother taking it with me.
She's been threatening him?
The coil as is, it's little more than a plaything. I can't get the proper flow using the original design. I've got schematics drawn up for an entirely new prototype, but maybe that step isn't necessary. The math is solid, and the small-scale experiments are running at an efficiency of about 80%, and that's using the old design. I checked in on Mason's work today. He has the strangest attraction to exactly the work I'd most like him to avoid. I'm starting to question if he knows what he's toying with. I've made my message to him clear, yet he keeps going back to the rough materials application portion of the process. Perhaps it's time Gray tightens up the network to keep him in line. Maybe it's time to replace him. He's been less of an asset than I expected anyway.
Mason was getting close to something that Nico didn't want him to know about, it sounds like.
I'm finding myself spending more and more time down in my study in a state somewhere near sleep. Viewing the schematics in my mind, looking for flaws. Doesn't make sense that I'm finding none.
Okay. Interesting. He said that Ryan confronted him by the couch in the lounge? Like over here? Like here. Unless you're dying to see the inside of a body bag, I suggest you rethink your plans. You're smart enough to know what's going to happen if you don't stop. Nico, consider what I'm saying. If you run the coil in that configuration, it's going to kill you. For the last time, no. If you make me do this, you're going to end up dead.
Whoa, better follow up on this.
I'll be personally accepting my award at the Visionaries in Science Conference on the night of the 24th. They certainly believe I can do what I say. You'd better as well. Jeez. Also, there was a monster game right there from Captive Curse. That's pretty cool. Can we call Deirdre or maybe Frank and Joe and have one of them follow up on that?
Hey.
Ryan told me she was interviewed by the police and that she's still considered the prime suspect.
Okay.
Is that common in murder investigations?
It can be. The police have to be fairly certain before they can charge her. But usually it means that they're missing a piece or two of their case, and they're just waiting for the suspect to slip up.
But she just doesn't seem the type.
The truth is, there isn't a type. Most killers aren't like what you see on television. They're not like mustache twirly or anything. They're usually scared. They've convinced themselves there's no other way out of whatever mess they've gotten themselves into. My prof always says there's no place for feelings in a murder investigation. There's only alibi, evidence, and motive. And right now, Ryan's coming in as a heavy favorite.
Do you know how to fix a musical Tesla coil?
Yes?
Really?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought you said, should I let you get back to what you were doing?
I'll let you go.
Bye.
That was actually pretty clever, Deirdre. Well done.
Hey, Nancy.
Have you ever used a rapid prototyper?
You mean a 3D printer? That's an awful name. It doesn't even make sense, but yes, they're pretty cool.
Any advice on how to use one?
Sure. It's all about following the steps. You've got to make the design, send it to the machine, find the prototyper, and start the fabrication process. Then, you wait. Impatiently. That's just you.
Goodbye.
Later.
No, that's me too. I am also impatient, Joe. Maybe let's check in with Victor?
Victor here.
Did you know about Nico's diaries?
I knew he kept audio notes in his office. He had a player there. No clue how it works.
Did you know Ryan was threatening Nico?
Do you have proof?
I found a note, but she claimed it was a warning, not a threat.
Likely story. It'd be very convenient for her if you believe that.
I better get going.
Bye.
Did that.
Interesting. Okay. Let's maybe go talk to her again and be like, hey, we have some notes that definitely look like threats. That's not exactly a good idea. Or not exactly a good sign for you, murderess.
Hi!
Hi!
Mason says he was tormenting you with a cat because you hid it. Is that true?
It was self-defense! Fuzzy little freakball had it coming.
I found these notes in the lounge. Is this your handwriting?
Yes?
So you admit to threatening Nico.
It looks like a threat, but it really isn't.
What else could it possibly be? It says right here.
I know what it says.
Then what?
A warning. It means just what it says. He wanted me to build something that could kill him. I had to make sure he knew what he was working with.
Do you have anything to prove that's true?
You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
That's understandable. And she, like, actually totally kicked me out of the room. Okay, I suppose I could go back in, but there was nothing else we really needed to chat with her about. Let's go down and maybe see if we can figure out the fixing the little musical Tesla coil. Because we have the wafer, and we have this book of solutions. She said everything we need is in the lab, so... Oh, cool, we don't even have to scan it anymore. So if we go into the photolithography lab... Oh, cat leg, cool.
I need to connect all of the circuits.
So this will be the circuit that we're going to use. And we want everything to connect. So we want to twirl everything around until it has a nice flow to it. Let's see here. Maybe something like that. And then maybe I started in a bad corner. Maybe I should start down here. You just got to get everything to line up, which may or may not be easier said than done. But, you know, could also be pretty easy. We'll have to see. We could do this. But then that doesn't really line up. We could do this. And that. Hello? I'm busy.
Nancy, Ryan's alibi stands up. She couldn't have killed Nico.
What? How do you know?
She told the police that she won an award. That was her alibi. But it left her with enough time to sneak back in. It wasn't airtight. Close, but not perfect. There was nothing in the crime database. But I had a hunch. I went to the journalism lab and used their photographer database. The ceremony was a national story, so a bunch of freelancers put their shots up for sale.
You found pictures of Ryan, but what does that prove?
By itself, nothing. But count 'em, 2 different photographers submitted photos of Ryan standing near a visible clock.
She couldn't have made it back in time.
Yes, that was the finale I was building to and was excited to get to say out loud that you interrupted.
Oh, Deirdre, you're amazing.
That is a genuine compliment. Okay. I'm working on tracking down the photographers, but it could take weeks. For now, it looks like Ryan's in the clear.
I don't know who to focus on now that Ryan's been cleared.
I can't help you there. Whoever did this was very calculating. It's sort of too bad that the rest of your suspects are scientists.
Ryan was threatening Nico. I found one of her notes.
What's it say?
Unless you're dying to see the inside of a body bag, I suggest you rethink your plans.
I admire the directness. Well, good. I was hoping this paper would be short.
Ryan says the notes were taken out of context.
Say what now?
Yep.
Yeah, in my experience, no one buys that line.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were starting to enjoy working with me.
No. It's just that I'm bored and I'm completely out of episodes of TDPD.
TDPD? Is that a... What is that?
The best show on television. Ever. And you've never heard of it? Nancy, he was a linebacker and now he's a crime tracker. Ring a bell? Officer Downs? Anything?
Sorry, never heard of it.
Sometimes it's like you live on Mars.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't imagine Nancy is watching a whole lot of TV. She seems a little bit busy for that. Okay. Things are looking good. We're getting some good connections here. That one probably has to go there. Again, looking good, looking good. Looking less good. That probably has to go like that then. One would assume. Something like that. Yes, yes. Very good, very good. Except not quite right. Not quite good. There we go. Okay, that's better. And that has to connect like that. That has to go like that. Ooh, that connected a lot. Okay. Well, look at that.
All done. Now it's time to etch the design.
And we got a print. Cool. So I think we're going to finish up the rest of this little project in the next part. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.